Hi everybody, and in today's case law micro lecture, I'm going to be talking about New Jersey v. TLO. New Jersey v. TLO is a landmark case, once again, for juveniles. Juveniles have far fewer rights regarding our Fourth Amendment protections against illegal search and seizure than do their adult counterparts. So, for example, juveniles can be taken into custody without a warrant. If a law, if a law enforcement officer reasonably believes any of the following, they do not need a warrant to take a juvenile into custody. So that includes if they think the juvenile is delinquent, if they think the juvenile is being abused, if they're being neglected, or if the juvenile is a status offender. So that's sort of the precursor to what we're about to delve into here. TLO was a 14-year-old girl, and she was caught smoking in the bathroom with her friend in high school. And her friend admitted to smoking. It was caught by a teacher, and her friend said, yes, I'm smoking. But TLO said, no, I'm not. She denied it. The school administrator at that point demanded to see her purse, accusing her of lying. When the administrator searched the purse, he found cigarettes, rolling papers, and a bag of marijuana. The school official contacted the police, who then took TLO and her mother into the police station, where TLO admitted to selling marijuana. Remember, we say TLO because they have anonymity. Can't use her real name here. Anyway, TLO was then arrested, and she was adjudicated guilty in a juvenile court. Her attorney made the argument that her Fourth Amendment rights against illegal search and seizure were violated. That evidence, everything that was found in her purse, should be suppressed because there was no warrant involved. That her confession should be suppressed because it came after the search that never should have happened. That it was all unlawfully conducted and seized by a school official, and the school official is not a law enforcement officer. Therefore, the confession and everything found in her purse should be null and void. It shouldn't be able to be introduced into the case. And without that evidence introduced into the case, there is no case. She wouldn't be adjudicated delinquent. So ultimately, this appealing went all the way to the Supreme Court, and SCOTUS took the case, granted certiorari, and this was a landmark ruling because it's gray area. What are the rights here, right? I mean, a lot of schools have school resource officers, but many do not. So if a student is caught possibly engaging in an illegal activity, can school administrators search students? If so, when? If not, why not? Right? And ultimately, SCOTUS, put an end to this gray area, and they said that school officials are limited by the Fourth Amendment, but the student's expectation of privacy needs to be balanced against the need for the school to provide safety for all of its students. Remember, school officials also must act in parens patriae, and school officials, whether it be teachers or administrators, are legally responsible for the minors who are in their care during the school day. We have to respect TLO's rights as a minor, but we also have to weigh, I've got a school over here with another 1,000 students that I am legally responsible to keep safe. I, as a school administrator or a teacher, cannot allow illegal narcotics onto the school campus, right? Because then I'm not doing my job as parens patriae to the rest of these students. So how do we balance the individual right of the adolescent against the need for safety in schools? And SCOTUS says that, is this search justified? Is it limited to is the search justified? And SCOTUS said, yeah, in TLO's case, yes. She was caught breaking the law. She was a minor. She was smoking cigarettes. It was illegal, right? So right then and there, she's on school property. Her expectation to privacy goes out the window, warrant or not. You're breaking the law on school property where those administrators have to keep everybody safe and follow the law, and you've broken the law, and therefore your expectation of privacy, your purse, it's gone. Right? So in TLO's case, yes, it's reasonable to search her purse, where they subsequently found cigarettes, rolling papers, and marijuana, which is the evidence that was used to adjudicate her delinquent. So the huge takeaway here is, do school officials need probable cause to search a student on school property, probable cause or a warrant? And the answer is no, they don't. They do not, because of that balance. Yes, we need to, they're not exempt of protecting the Fourth Amendment rights of a student. However, when a student openly and obviously breaks the law, they no longer require probable cause. They don't need a warrant, not that they could get one anyway. They're teachers or administrators, but they don't need that in order to search them because they have to maintain the balance between protecting the individual's civil liberties and the safety of the school. So this offered school administrators the ability to search students in the face of crime commission. Now, that doesn't give them carte blanche. That doesn't mean they can just search a student's person at any point willy-nilly. There has to be the situation in this instance of law breaking prior to the search.